Good work finding the broken pieces. Unfortunately, I accidentally fed some of the lightning seeds to the telluric eels. It was an experiment. Besides, they really liked them, though it did make them more aggressive. Strike that, move on. You must defeat the telluric eels and recover the lightning seeds. Onward for science! Splendid! Now we have everything we need to make the world safe. For science! I mean, get things back to normal. Now that we have the pieces of the storm batteries and the lightning seeds, it is a simple matter to put it all together. I will monitor the flow from this position and save to while you engineer the repair. Yeah, you just put the pieces where you think they should go, and then I'll turn on the current. What could possibly go wrong? You must fix the batteries. Do not worry about a thing. I will be quite safe, monitoring your progress from over here.
The storm batteries look like they have been restored to working order.
Very good, my young scientist. Wizard. The telluric eel should no longer be a problem. The storm batteries are fixed. You should go fetch back the king now.
You again? You want to go home? What's the rush? We have all the time in the spiral. You fixed the storm batteries and put the super smart science guy in his place, did you? All's well, I suppose. Oh, I forgot that my kingdom's been taken over by an imposter! My old rival, King Amadeo of the Riverclaw. If only you had my royal seal. What's that? You do? Oh, wonderful! My royal seal will allow you to get into the royal tower, past the guards.
Ah! It is my favorite procure of tea and crumpets. Did you bring me more fine delectables? What? You dared to call me King King Thermidor, an imposter? How disrespectful. Wait a moment! You are no simple baker of tasty pastries, are you? You stand revealed as a wizard of Wizard City. Very well, young wizard. You may have seen through my disguise, but you won't leave the royal tower alive. I am undone! To be defeated in such a strange and foreign land. For shame.
Oh, bravo! Very well done, young wizard. The resemblance was uncanny. How did you ever tell that King Amadeo had replaced me? Katherine? So it was a simple cook who helped you see through the imposter's disguise. I always liked Katherine. I know. I will let her know how much she means to me. We'll write her a poem, and you will read it to her. Oh, how romantic. Go to my writing desk and craft a poem expressing my gratitude. Then go read it to my dear, sweet Katherine. Make haste!
You did it! How is King Thermidor? I pray he's not too shaken up by his ordeal. A poem? For me? Oh, yes, yes! Please, read it aloud!
You take out the poem and begin to read.
Lo, in my darkest times away from this place, you were my light, my beacon, my grace. Though I paid you no heed, you stayed loyal in time of need. Your claws how dainty as they mold your sweet tarts. Your kindness has cracked this crab shell apart.
That was lovely. Please show the king my deepest gratitude.
Oh, she liked the poem! I am so happy. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough. You saved me and restored me to my throne. I could write you a poem. But wait, there is no time. You should return up above and tell Sir Homer Sunblade that the storm batteries are repaired. We will make sure the river claws do not damage them further.
You're back. It looks like you were successful. The storm mill is back in business. I hope you didn't run into any trouble. What's that? A tale of two kings? A mad scientist? Crabs writing poetry? That's quite an adventure you had, young wizard.
So you are ready to learn your next spell. Very well. You will first need to collect a fire shard from a fire elf on Firecat Alley. After that, talk to Bernie.
It takes a lot of concentration in order to cast Link. You must prove you are worthy to earn this spell. Enter the fire tower and face your opponent. Afterwards, if you are successful, come talk to me.
As you enter the room, you slam the fire shard onto the ground, which erupts in flames, forming a fire crow.
You are a worthy opponent. Take this fire gem, which represents my approval.
You have the fire gem the Fire Crow gave you. Now you will need to go to Festival Park on Cyclops Lane to learn your words of power from the fire minion. After you have learned the words of power, speak to Professor Falmea.
You hear a hissing noise deep within the earth.
Greetings, student of fire. I see that you have obtained a fire gem. You have shown your resourcefulness and dedication. For that, you have our favor. The power words you will require for your spell are Omnibio Hissia Proxima.
Ah, you have the fire gem and the words of power. Super. I will now intone your spell.
Falmea speaks the words of power in what sounds like an ancient tongue.
Your efforts have paid off, student. Make sure to put this in your deck. You may need it soon.
You're still living in the dorms, right? Did you know you can get better student housing? You should go and speak to Buxley, the castle shopkeeper. He'll get you set up with a new castle of your own. Buxley's in the shopping district. His shop is next to Alex Edge.
Oh, hello! You're that wizard everyone's always raving about, aren't you? I'm Renee. Nice to finally meet you. I'm glad you wandered by. Headmaster Ambrose tasked me to survey the commons to ensure everything is on the level. And I could use a hand if you've got a minute. Could you take this range pole to a few different spots in the commons so I can record some measurements from this centralized location? Just place the range pole down for a second or two at the spots I've marked on your map, and I'll do the rest. Thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks, that's all the data I need. I should be doing more work here in the Commons soon. Drop back by if you feel like helping out. Oh, by the way, maybe don't go around talking about how you helped me survey the Commons. Don't want to start any silly rumors, you know. Great. Well then, I better get to work drawing up plans. Hopefully we'll talk again really soon. Bye-bye! And thanks again for your help.
Hello, young wizard. Have you heard about jewel socketing? It is the nearly lost art of adorning items with magical stones. An artisan named Katherine Rockhammer has opened a workshop in the shopping district to teach people about jewel socketing and crafting. I've already told Katherine all about you, and she's anxious to meet. Go speak with her when you get a chance. Oh, and tell her I say hello.
Hello, welcome to Rockhammer's Jewel Works, the motherlode of all things jewel crafting and jewel socketing. Oh, you must be that remarkably polished young wizard Eloise mentioned. Smashing! Let's dig right in. Magical jewels are extraordinary crystals you can affix to certain items to infuse them with unique statistical enhancements. We call this jewel socketing. Allow me to demonstrate with this cracked, accurate opal jewel and this athame. We'll start by opening the socketing page of your spellbook. The socketing page is where you'll physically affix your jewels into the special slots, called sockets, on your socketable items. Jewels have distinct shapes that only fit into corresponding sockets. Socketable items come with varying numbers and shapes of sockets. Now, notice that our athame only has a triangle socket. Lucky for us, our cracked accurate opal is a triangle cut. It's a perfect fit! And voila! Our athame has now been imbued with the magic of the cracked accurate opal, which gives us an accuracy stat boost in a jewel! Quick and easy, right? Now, before I turn you loose to start socketing yourself, I have one last important nugget for you. Each jewel can only be placed into a socket once. Although you can remove a jewel from a socket, it shatters the jewel completely. But you can affix a new jewel into that same socket. That way you can continually improve your most useful items. Well, that's the core of jewel socketing. If you ever need a refresher, feel free to reference my jewel socketing tome. And here, take this athame and this opal and give socketing a try yourself. You've seen how easy it is, and you can do it anywhere. Of course, acquiring jewels won't always be this easy. Jewels can certainly be found in treasure troves, lost hoards and so forth, but finding them is extremely rare. However, you can also craft your own jewels. As with any craft, you start with a recipe, which you can buy from a recipe vendor. There are many kinds of jewel crafting recipes, but the basic ingredients are the same. You'll need metal, which you can find throughout the spiral, a gem, which you can find or purchase from a vendor, and a treasure card. And of course, you need a jewel crafting station. When you craft a jewel, there's an element of randomness in the process, and you may get a more or less powerful result. For instance, if you use the same ruby recipe 3 times, you could craft 3 rubies with 3 different damage values. Now, because I want everyone in the spiral to enjoy jewel crafting as much as I do, I'm going to give you a jewel crafting station. All you need now is a jewel crafting recipe. I can't wait to hear about the jewels you craft in socket. Good luck, wizard!
Welcome! You look like a wizard of means. Can I interest you in an exciting new castle home?